37. Actually seeing a little bit of a warming, should I call it a warming trend? It's only been about an hour or two since I've been focusing on this, but out towards the hill country, many of you started off in the 30s and 40s, and Fredericksburg, you're already in the lower 50s. 47 in Austin, 45 in San Marcos. New Braunfels is at 40. A couple of high clouds moving through, keeping our temperatures somewhat mild this morning. Like I said, other places you might need a little bit of a light coat as you go out the door today. But I think we'll see plenty of sunshine. The sun's going to bounce right through those clouds, and temperatures should warm up nice. 66 by noon, 73 by this afternoon. So that's what we're focusing on today, the nice weather. Take advantage of it. Get outside, because as we go in towards this weekend, more clouds, a chance for showers and a thunderstorm, and then turning much colder as we head into next week. All right, that's your weather update. Let's check a traffic update right now if you are about to head out the door. Here's a look at I-35 and 51st. Folks starting to hit the roadways this morning at this 6 o'clock hour. Good morning to you all. Your map shows a couple of areas slowing down a little bit, but really haven't seen too many major delays to talk about. From Sandbass to 6th Street, again, a 20-minute commute. It's been pretty much steady all morning long. Burnett to 5th, 10 minutes on Mopac. If you're heading northbound on Mopac, it's only about 8-minute commute from Slaughter to 5th Street. And then northbound on I-35, you're looking at about a 16-minute commute from Buda to Cesar Chavez. Dita, Hunter?
All right, well, the time right now is 6:02, and here are this morning's top headlines.
Yeah, this morning, Planned Parenthood is continuing its fight against the state of Texas.
Yeah, the health provider is appearing in court asking a state judge to block the enforcement of laws, keeping them from getting what they say are crucial dollars. KITV's Adam Bennett is live at the downtown clinic to show us what's at stake. Good morning, Adam.
Good morning, Dina. Well, not too long ago, it used to be that if you went on the Texas Women's Health Program website and looked for a family planning clinic near downtown, this was one of the clinics that used to show up on the search results. Well, now that's no longer the case. The funding from the state is gone, and now Planned Parenthood is going to the courts to try to get that money back. On New Year's Eve, a judge's ruling let the state cut off funding to Planned Parenthood's family planning programs and organizations that support abortion rights. The very next day, state officials began enforcing that law, which led the feds to cut off funding to Texas, saying the law violated the Social Security Act. Because 90% of the money for the Women's Health Program came from the feds and half of the women went to Planned Parenthood in that program, the group worries clinics will close and low-income women won't be able to get the care that they need. But on the other hand, the state says that their new state-funded women's health program will be able to provide. They'll be in court today defending their position. Reporting live in East Austin this morning, Adam Bennett, KITV Morning News.
All right, thank you, Adam. We'll check back with you. Well, the hearing starts at 9 at the Travis County Courthouse and is expected to last all day. Now, this morning, it's a story that has people talking. News of a major arrest by Austin police.
Yeah, we can now tell you that one of the two suspects wanted in the New Year's Day death of 13-year-old Sofia Martinez has been caught. APD, along with the Lone Star Task Force, made the arrest of 23-year-old Jose Ricardo Garcia Zavala for a parole violation in southeast Austin.
The cause of her death is still under investigation, but Garcia Zavala and another man have admitted to giving her alcohol on New Year's Eve. At this hour, Mario Angeles Hernandez, the man who reportedly confessed to police that he had inappropriate contact with the teen shortly before her death, well, he's still on the loose this morning.
And for many, today is payday, the first of 2013. If you're just waking up this morning, a reminder that that paycheck you pick up may be a little bit smaller than you're used to. While lawmakers skirted the fiscal cliff, plenty of Americans will still notice there's a little less money coming their way. That's because the 2% tax break that we've enjoyed for the last 2 years is now gone, so you'll be paying more in taxes. And to break it down, here's an example. It's a 2% increase to the Social Security payroll tax. So if the average family makes $60,000 a year, that means you'll be paying $100 more per month in taxes. When you add that all up, that's $1,200 each year.
Making news this morning, word from Houston police say they've canceled an Amber Alert. This after finding a missing 2-year-old and arresting a family member accused of abducting the child. KTRK-TV reporting early this morning that Houston police found Alize Renee Mata late Thursday at an apartment complex with 22-year-old Jasenia Saldana. Alize and Saldana had not been seen since Wednesday when the two left to run errands. Police issued an Amber Alert Thursday after Saldana allegedly missed a planned meeting with the toddler's mother. The television station says Houston police arrested Saldana at the scene. She now faces a kidnapping charge.
Well, flu has hit the nation hard with the aches and the chills, but the financial strain it's causing will also shock you.
Then it's Friday. There's no better way to kick off the weekend than breakfast with Uncle Fred. We'll tell you where you can meet him and get a free mug with a mustache on it.
Don't we love those Those mugs, yes, they're nice. Hey, folks, we got a big chill down, chilly air forecast coming up as we head into this weekend. A big cool down to talk about, especially into Sunday. So you're going to want to stick around to get your forecast coming up.
Okie dokie. I will probably just wait and dart behind the VO so I don't break her eye line.
Good morning, folks. Happy Friday, the weekend right around the corner. Here's a look outside. Calm and clear. We haven't really seen too much fog development this morning, and we are seeing that storm system that brought us all the rain well out of our direction. So we are going to be seeing mostly sunny skies today, looking pretty fantastic. Get ready for it. Actually, go out and enjoy it because some changes on the way. We're starting out in 50 out at Cedar Rock. Same thing towards Hudson Bend. A little cooler to the south, Allendale at 47, Windsor Park 46, a chilly 43 in Pflugerville. And if you're heading to the airport, a little cool out there in that direction this morning at 39. Going into a wider view, you folks in the hill country, you actually started the day in the 30s, warming up into the upper 40s to low 50s right now. So again, most of us starting off pretty comfortably. Looking at the wide view here, big picture, a couple of clouds moving on shore, I guess moving across the state of Texas. But the wind flow, especially at the surface, is all coming out of the southwest. So this is going to help us warm up today. In fact, I think temperatures have a chance to become in the low to mid 70s, which is the warmest temperatures we've seen in the last 2.5 weeks or so. So that'll be some good news for you outdoor lovers. Like I said, go out and enjoy it because some changes to come I'll talk about in a second. 69 will be your high today in Lakeway, 73 in Buda. Look how warm we get in San Marcos. Good morning to you folks. You'll hit 75. In fact, out towards the coastal communities, they have a chance to hit 80 this afternoon, so looking super warm for this time of year. 73 in Round Rock, 74 in Austin, 69 in Lago Vista. To give you something to compare to, we're statistically, it was up there. It's supposed to be 61, so we'll definitely be above that. Notice the cloud cover hanging around as we go into your Saturday. What I want to point out with this is we're keeping our eye on the showers because we're talking about a big shift in temperatures, a big change in the weather pattern. Keep the winter coats handy because we have this front that will eventually move through. For your Saturday, expect the clouds to continue to stick around. Maybe some showers will push through the Austin area. It doesn't look like much, but hopefully we can get something because the ground is still moist, and so we'll get some of that to run off into the reservoirs. That storm will slide southeast and hang around the coast. So this means as we go into Sunday morning, maybe some drizzle, and it looks like we possibly could keep a chance for some precipitation into your Sunday and possibly into Monday too. So for the weekend, here you go. Notice the cool down. The cold front will punch through. Windy conditions on Sunday with temperatures getting chilly. Look at Monday morning starting off in the 30s. In fact, below freezing. So make sure you take point of that change. All right, weather and traffic together. Let's take a look at that traffic update. Time now is 10 minutes after 6 o'clock. I-35 at 51st. We're starting to see a little bit more folks heading into town here this morning at this hour, but like I've been saying all morning long, we haven't really had too many delays to report of, so that is good news for this Friday morning. Folks in the Buda area, you're heading northward on I-35, still about a 15-minute commute. I haven't really seen that change this morning so far. A couple more delays once you get closer to the city center itself, but your drive speed at William Cannon at still pretty decent, 43 to 45 miles per hour. And for folks heading southbound from Cedar Park, about 10 minutes till you get to that Mopac change there. All right, Hunter, I think we're going to head it over to you.
All right, thanks a lot, Jordan. Well, we're in the midst of flu season, and people who've come down with it definitely know the toll that it takes on your body. But there is another cost to catching the flu, and Emily Schmidt is live in Washington, D.C. this morning with the details. Good morning, Emily.
Hunter, good morning to you. Hope everyone there is feeling okay, because we are expecting new numbers about the flu outbreak to come out from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention in Atlanta just a little bit later this morning. We know there are more than 40 states reporting widespread flu activity right now, and that is something that means thousands of people right now are waking up trying to decide if they're too sick to go to work. The CDC estimates that sick outs cost U.S. businesses big money, approximately $10.4 billion a year in direct costs. These are just hospitalizations and outpatient visits for adults. It doesn't include the costs of what happens when someone isn't at work, the productivity costs that start to really add up. So the CDC's advice is that employers should encourage their workers to do that, get their flu vaccination every year to help keep people healthy and to keep them at work. We know so far this year's strain has been worse than in years past, so many businesses are dealing with this. And as we know, Hunter, sick time isn't just when you aren't feeling well, it's if you're in a household and have to take care of someone else at home sick with the flu as well. Hunter?
Now, Emily, the government's going to come out with new numbers later today. Is there any indication what those numbers may show?
Yeah, a little bit. CNN has talked with a government official who says, though the flu is still very widespread, there might be a little bit of glimmer of hope in the southeast. 5 states, we don't know which ones, in the south and southeast that had the flu the earliest may show a little bit of a decline in some of the worst cases. So that may be a sign of some good things to come. But then remember this, Hunter, flu season generally lasts about 12 weeks so far. We're about 5 weeks into it, a long ways to go, and it's affecting so many people. Hunter?
I'm still in that 2-week window from getting my shot, so I, like many other people, are hoping that we don't become one of those statistics. Emily Schmidt, live
every day counts, right?
Yes, every day counts. Yes, Emily live in Washington, D.C. this morning. Thank you, Emily.
And nobody wants to get the flu. Well, new this morning, a Japanese airline grounds a 787 Dreamliner due to a crack in the windshield. The airline grounded the Dreamliner this morning after a crack was found in the cockpit windshield. It's the latest setback for Boeing's flagship aircraft. The crack was discovered after a flight from the country's southwest region and comes at the end of a week in which 3 other planes suffered problems, including a fire and a fuel leak. No problems were caused for the 237 passengers on board and those 9 crew members. Vice President Biden says he'll deliver his gun control recommendations to the president by next week. This after he hosted the NRA for a White House meeting to talk about gun control. Following the meeting, some members of the group say the White House seems intent on trying to pass new gun control laws. In response, the group issued a statement saying, quote, "We will not allow law-abiding gun owners to be blamed for the acts of criminals and madmen." The vice president's working group was formed in response to December's school shooting in Newtown, Connecticut. Well, think before you tweet. The concept itself, well, it's nothing new.
Yeah, but typically it doesn't cost the average person as much as it did Dallas Mavericks owner Mark Cuban.
Get this, it's being described as one of the most expensive tweets in history.
Yeah, Cuban was fined $50,000 for his January 5th tweet criticizing NBA officiating, according to the USA Today. Now, following a 99-96 loss to the New Orleans Hornets, the outspoken Cuban blasted off a tweet saying that he had, quote, failed miserably in his attempts to, quote, fix the officiating in this league.
Yeah, he'll be paying nearly $368 per character for the short missive. Thank goodness there's only 140 characters allowed. Criticizing officials for Cuban is nothing new. He's been fined several $1 million over the past 13 years for his remarks as a team owner.
Yeah, and get this, though, it's not the priciest. In 2011, while NBA owners were in the midst of locking out the players, Miami Heat owner Mickey Arison sent a message to angry fans via Twitter saying that he opposed the lockout. Honestly, you're barking at the wrong owner, is what he wrote. He was fined $500,000 for that tweet. And Kansas City Chiefs running back Larry Johnson, who posted a gay slur that landed him a 1-game suspension, it also landed him a $600,000 fine.
Yeah,
Wow.
the difference in them and me, they can afford it. I can't, so I better just stay kind
That
on
is a
Twitter.
lot of money per character there.
Oh, yeah.
All right, well, changing the way doctors view Ambien, why this change is coming now.
And still to come, 621, flu crisis, how Central Texas is preparing for the worst, but hoping for the best.
At 6:25, the $50,000 tweet, who sent it and why, we just told you about it. We'll do it again. Then at 6:45, apps to help you drive and keep you safe.
And of course, we're helping you wake up and get your kiddos out the door. So here's your bus stop forecast for the kiddos. Temperatures this morning starting off in the 40s for many of us, some of us in the low 50s. And as we go into this afternoon, a warm day, but big changes on the other side of the weekend. I'll have that coming up in just a couple minutes.
You need them to count? Okay, if you count 1 to 10, please.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
Okay.
9.
Good morning, folks. Happy Friday to you. Taking a look outside, a pretty beautiful morning. I think it's going to be a really nice sunrise later this morning. We have a couple of thin clouds out there, so that should help into adding to the glow as we see that sun pop up over the horizon. Keep the sunglasses handy. You'll need those this morning. In fact, your temperatures this afternoon looking to warm up into the 70s, so it's going to be one of those days where it's very spring-like. You want to get on the bike, head on out to to Town Lake, enjoy some time, and have a lot of fun with family and friends, because as we go into tomorrow, big changes on the way as we go in especially towards your Sunday. But in the meantime, your planner looks pretty fantastic. This is the change I was talking about, big cold blast that'll move through as we go into the weekend. This cold front will swoop through Saturday into Sunday, so we'll bring some showers to the region. The showers will linger along the coastal communities, maybe move back up, bring some drizzle and a light shower activity presence by Sunday into Monday too. So we're going to keep the clouds over the next couple of days, and those changes on the horizon. A little closer view, there's the front there. Notice the timestamp on the left-hand side of your screen. It doesn't look like a lot of rain will move through, but it does look like we have a chance as we go into your Saturday afternoon. Then we keep the clouds going into Sunday. Here's that forecast we're keeping an eye on for the weekend. Big changes, like I said, Saturday into Sunday. Notice the temperatures. We're really starting to see things cool down. So what we're focusing in on, daytime temperatures dropping by about 20 degrees, and this is all beginning Sunday. We have overnight freezes possible Sunday night, Monday night, and maybe even into Tuesday night, with the wind picking up here and there as the cold front blasts through. So next week looks pretty chilly. That's the bottom line. All right, that's a look at your 7-day. Let's take a look outside. Your traffic camera. Time is 6:21. Got a couple of cars out there on the roadway at this hour. This is 183 near Breaker, and not really looking at too many delays so far this morning. I'm repeating myself. I sound like a broken record. I've been saying that all morning. Southbound 183, looking at about an 8-minute commute till you hit to about Mopac. Folks heading in from Manor, about 12 to 15 minutes to get into town.
All right, thanks a lot, Jordan. Well, topping our Friday morning health watch, thousands of people may be having their kidney removed unnecessarily. A study in The Lancet finds that doctors are misdiagnosing many patients with a genetic disorder called TSC. Now, this condition causes tumors on the kidney, and doctors often mistake it for cancer, then remove the organ. Researchers say surgery is not necessary because medication can usually dissolve these tumors.
Doctors say women who have had weight loss surgery should wait a year before trying to get pregnant. A British study shows there is a higher risk of miscarriage in the first 12 months after bariatric surgery. In some cases, women who got pregnant too soon after a procedure damage surgical channels made to the stomach.
And a breath test may soon be used to diagnose lung infections. Scientists at the University of Vermont discovered that certain compounds can show up in the breath if there is a lung infection. They've now developed an accurate test for mice and are working on one for people.
We want to tell you about the flu right now. There's a growing number of cases in Texas. Texas is one of more than 40 states with widespread flu cases. Hospitals here in Austin tell KITV they've seen a rise in patients. Emergency rooms and doctors' offices are packed as more and more people come down with the flu. The vaccines and treatments are still there, but hospitals, county and city authorities are prepared with a contingency plan for a major flu outbreak. Hospitals are working together with city and county health authorities and schools, establishing an emergency plan for such events like pandemic flu. Back when the H1N1 virus first came out, they erected makeshift areas to see patients in tents to help process people faster. Health officials say it's something they monitor daily right now. Patient demand at this point has not required that. To help you get the answers to the questions you have regarding the flu, we've put together a phone bank later today right here at KI. We'll have Scott and White healthcare experts on hand to answer your questions. Tune back in today at 5 o'clock for KI News.
All right, well, Ambien users, listen up. It now appears that less is more. The makers of Ambien and other sleeping pills are going to have to lower the dosage of the drugs. The Food and Drug Administration is ordering drug companies to cut the dosage in half for women, and it's also recommending lowering the doses for men, but that's not going to be mandatory. Now, this move is based on new research that shows that the higher dose can cause morning drowsiness, which can lead to car accidents.
All right, switching gears, school is back in session, and cheerleader tryouts for next year will be here before you know it, so get your pom-poms.
That is right, and a lot of parents want to make sure that their child goes into those tryouts prepared. Well, KITV's Fred Cantu is at the Taco Shack on North Lamar, and he has more on the competitive world of cheerleading in today's Fridays with Uncle Fred. Who knew you knew so much about cheerleading, Fred?
Yeah.
Who knew? Yeah. We've got our friends here from All That Cheer. They're based up in Round Rock. It's a competitive cheerleading gym. And we've got some friends here. They're from all over the Central Texas area. And Austin Bales is with us this morning. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
And you're a member of this team, too?
Yes.
All right. And you're telling me that it's competitive season time for you guys.
Yes. We have about 4 competitions left, and they're all nationals, which means that when we compete, we have the chance to win a national title and things like jackets that are very nice, and sometimes cash prizes, depending on the competition.
And you competed just a couple of weeks ago.
Yes.
All right. And how did that go for you?
We got first place and grand champion.
Yeah.
So it was really successful.
And I mentioned you're based in Round Rock, but members are from all over the place. Like what towns here?
Georgetown, some from Cedar Park, Round Rock, Pflugerville. We're really central in Texas.
Now, I know that you guys are emphasizing the technique and the skills of cheerleading, but there's a whole bunch more that you learn by being a member here.
Yeah, we learned to just come together as a team and compete as one, and we bond as a team. Instead of when we go out there and compete, we compete as one, not as individuals.
Yeah. And what kind of commitment does it take? Because I think to be really good, it must take a lot of practice.
We practice twice a week for about 2 hours each time, and it takes a lot of time, but in the end, it's definitely worth it.
All right. And also, you have to stay healthy, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah. So I probably wouldn't qualify for something like this.
Maybe.
I'll be at the top of the pyramid. No, I will not. Okay. But the members of All That Cheer have prepared a little cheer for us, and we would like to see that. All right. Who's going to kick this off?
No, just say 5, 6. Ready? 5, 6, 7, 8.
ATC, the pink you should fear, the one, the only, All That Cheer. Yeah.
Woohoo! All right, now you lift me up. No, I'm just kidding. But I appreciate all of you guys coming in this morning.
Thank you for having us.
Bright and early. And
Thank you.
Austin, what kind of future do you have? What are you going to be when you grow up?
I definitely probably want to open my own gym.
Oh, really?
Because I would love to do the same thing that my coach does, because it seems so much fun.
You're going to go into competition against All That Cheer?
Maybe.
All right, well, thank you all. We'll have some information on our website about All That Cheer, and we appreciate them coming in this morning. Back to you.
Yeah, definitely, Fred. We wish them luck. And you could be on top of that pyramid. You have the matching tie. You're in the spirit this morning.
You matched the girls. We want to see you
I
do a
coordinated
cheer.
with them.
Oh, I coordinated.
All right, well, thanks a lot, Fred. Well, we do have some good news on this Friday for one of our lucky viewers because it's time to announce the winner in our Facebook Fan of the Week contest.
That's right. Christine Byrne has won a $50 gift certificate to Smoky Mo's Barbecue, and you could be the next big winner. Just go to our Facebook page, click on Inside KITV, and sign up. You have until 4 o'clock each afternoon to win. Monday through Thursday, we will pick one person at random and announce it on the show. Then each Friday, one of those lucky fans of the day will win the $50 gift certificate, just like she did today.
And if you're a holiday procrastinator, listen up, Dita.
Yes, that would be me.
Where you can clear out your tree this weekend.
Plus, a check on your time saver drive times and weather every 10 minutes with Jordan Steele pulling double duty.